And I'm just kind of coming back around. The way that you behave, the way that I behave, is 110% the result of what you understand about reality. Whether or not it's a valid understanding, right? Whatever it is, it's a construct that affects your existence. I love the movie The Matrix over and over again. Morpheus drops the truth bomb. The Matrix is everywhere. It's everywhere you go. It's in the air that you breathe. It's in the water that you drink. It's in the food that you consume. It's in the car that you drive. It's a job. He's like, you're in the Matrix. It's all around you. You can't escape it. When you go to work, you feel it. When you go to church, when you pay your taxes, those are all combined. Work, church, taxes. Work, church, taxes. Who told you work? Why do you go to work? It depends on what you believe, what you understand, what you know. Who told you have to go to church? Right? My dad and his wife, I don't even think they've been to church in 20 some odd years, but they still think that they're Christians. Not according to a lot of people, they're not. Why? Because you don't go to church. Oh, we don't have to go to church. We just have a relationship with God one-on-one. Like, okay, I get that idea, but don't call yourself a Christian, because that's not what Christianity is. Like, Christianity is community, right? If you don't belong to that community, you don't, So there's certain dogma, there's certain principles. Even that, what I was just saying right there, even what I was just saying about the idea of going to church, that's a dogmatic principle. That is a teaching of the church, right? The church is, God has ordained that his grace and his mercy is expressed through what are called sacraments. Sacraments are holy little moments. Marriage is sacramental, but it's not a sacrament in Protestant. It is in Catholicism. I don't know if it is in Eastern Orthodoxy, but I'm sure it probably would be. But you even see how the flexibility of the dogma is there. With the Catholic Church, they have many sacraments. But in Christianity, in Protestantism, there's really just two sacraments, baptism and the Eucharist, or the Lord's Supper. What I say is that you can't experience baptism, you can't experience the Lord's Supper unless you're a part of unity. You understand what I'm saying? I don't mind, right? I don't mind it at this point. But you just realize that you're not a typical Christian. So going back to what I was saying before, because that's really where I was going to try to go, is try to express my perspective as a former Christian. Because I am expressing myself in my existence right now the way I wanted to be a Christian when I was a Christian. Like, I never loved my life. I never loved life. I never had so much hope and joy and enthusiasm and vigor and vibrancy as I do right now outside of Christianity. I had to leave Christianity to become more realized. And I find that ironic, don't you think? And so I want to offer up my perspective to anybody who's out there who was like maybe on the fence or doesn't like. I want to give you an honest representation of what I think is worth taking into consideration, right? You don't, all you have to do is just consider what I'm saying. I don't need you to tell me, oh, you're right. I don't need you to say that. That's not my point. I don't want to be correct. I just want to be understood. And if my understanding of something is incorrect, and you have your own perspective, or you have your insight, or you have your experience, or you have your convictions, tell me what they are. And then if I take what you and I take what I have, and I can bring them together and have some syncopation, then I've just now evolved. And then I the same from you. Just take what I'm saying into consideration. And then the rest is organic for you. But the one thing that I want to say is this, I guess. I think you said that like 10 times already, Trav-EL. You've already said the one thing that you want to say, and you're just saying things. Well, love me. Is that the positivity of spirituality is that everything that you seek, you already have. Okay? Everything you seek, you already have. You just have to change the way that you understand yourself, like I had to as a former, where the pessimism of human nature is, you aren't good. You are a sinner. There is something drastically wrong with you. Now, the way that I would understand that now is that it's not that there's something wrong with you, it's that your human nature, your human physiology is complicated, and you have to be able to navigate the parameters of your own existence. Like, who are you? What are you? Where are you? Why are you? How are you? So you have that ancient anecdote, grandfather or the wise elder is speaking to a child, and the elder says, there are two wolves within you. You have two wolves within you. One is black, one is white. I had the circle of death and then the reconnect, so I'm just waiting to see if it pops up again. So I don't want to keep talking if it's going to get cut off, but it looks like it's going to be all right until it doesn't. Hello, newcomer. Hi, how are you? Welcome to the show. Trav-EL Mateus here, your host. So the idea again is the anecdote from the elder to the child, that you have two wolves within you. One red, one blue, one white, one black, whatever it is. And they are both you. And one is less inclined to virtue, and one is more inclined to vice, positive and negative, right? And the child asks the elder, which wolf wins? And the elder wisely says, whichever one you feed. It's all you. It's all you. Everything about you is 100% dependent upon your character. And that is only expressed by you. So how do you express yourself on a daily basis? Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, gentleness, faithfulness, self-control. Right? Fruit of the pneuma, the fruit of the Spirit. In my tradition in Christianity, a person who is not a Christian, a person who is either an atheist or an agnostic or a pagan, a heathen, whatever, they cannot do any good. Because there is a depravity within them. They are deprived of virtue. Right? I mean, that's a mental construct.